Hi, welcome for our online training sessions. In this lecture, I'm going to explain what are the important questions related for performance document generation. We know that in talent management module, performance management is one of the important module where we are going to configure performance templates and then we'll try to create performance documents. So important questions we are going to discuss. So these questions usually we get in the interview point of view when we apply as a experienced consultant. Before we start our lecture, a small announcement. From RTL online trainings, we are going to start our new batch on 27th April 2026, Monday, 7 p.m. IST. And this is going to be our meeting ID. We are located in High-Tech City, Hyderabad. And this training is complete latest Oracle Fusion Cloud HCM with Redwood environment plus AI agents configuration. What are all the agents we have in global HR, payroll, and other modules? How to create new agents? How to create new agents in Cloud HCM. So we are going to have an excellent training with project-oriented resume preparation, interview preparation, and also we are going to offer the placement. If you need more information about this 100% guarantee placement, you please contact this number through WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp to this number so that our placement officer will communicate with you. Okay, thank you. Now we are entering into our session. Who can create performance documents? Once we implement performance template, once we implement this performance management module, then HR persons is going to be creating the performance documents. So who can create performance documents? How they will create? Before creating performance document, what are the prerequisitions they take care? Before we create performance documents, whatever the prerequisitions are there, what are those? In case if I want to assign this performance document for specific worker, how to do? If I want to assign this performance document for group of workers, if I want to generate this performance documents for group of workers, how we have to perform it? In performance template, we are going to have different sections. We know that, right? Performance template sections like profile content, goals, performance goals, development goals, overall summary, this all. In case if there is a goal section or person profile content section is there, if those goals are person profiles are not populated, how you are going to rectify that issue? If the goals are not populated in performance documents, how will you do that? Is there any process we have to do that? So these are the questions we expect in the performance documents. In fact, when you are going to introduce how we are going to do it also, we can go ahead with explanation, saying that who will create a performance document. So HR specialist is going to create performance documents. HR specialist is going to create the performance documents. And in case any employee, if someone else is wanted to create performance documents, no problem. Make sure that this role access is there, security access, human resource specialist. There are multiple ways you can create performance documents. We can use performance document task for specific workers. You can use process mass actions, performance document task for group of workers, nothing but scheduled process. You can run eligibility batch process only if an eligibility profile is associated with performance document. We can run this eligibility process. And there is another option also. HCM data loader also is there for multiple workers at the same time. When we are going ahead with that HDL file, we need to run it manually. It's a little bit technical task. Generally, we go ahead with any one of the first options. This way we can do it. These are different ways we can go for create performance documents. Then the second question is, what are the prerequisitions before we create performance documents? What are the prerequisitions? Before we create a standard performance documents for workers, the following things we need to verify. The worker's assignment start date is before the performance document end date. So the worker's assignment start date. When you hire an employee, obviously you are going to have an assignment, right? You are going to have an assignment. Let's say if I go for person management and search for any worker, worker start date might be different and assignment start date might be different if we have multiple assignments. If it is same assignment, obviously it's the same date it will be started, right? We can also have different. This is our assignment. And here we see the start date, right? So this worker's assignment start date is before the performance document end date. Before the performance document end date should be. Next, the worker's assignment has a manager. This worker, whoever is there, this person assignment must have a manager. Must have the manager. Otherwise, not possible to go ahead with that. For example, top person is there. If worker does not have a manager, for example, they are the head of the company. So that employee is an head of the company. It doesn't have any next level. Then what we do, we create a dummy manager for them and we'll go for generate. So these things we have to be very careful before we generate performance documents. We can create performance documents for any type of employee. We can do it for the employees. We can do it for contingent worker, even for non-worker also. Depends on our requirement. We have three different types of work relationship, right? Employees, contingent workers, and non-workers. So for any person, we can go for create this here. Next, another question is, I would like to create performance documents for specific workers. How will you do it? Specific workers. We have to go to my client groups, performance documents. There we have to do. So if you are having human resource specialist role, go to my client groups, performance. Go to performance documents here. Here we'll create document. Here we'll go for create a document for specific persons. This is for, this is for one person. For example, I want to do it for multiple people. Mass actions we have to perform. Mass actions for multiple persons. So go to here. Process mass actions for performance documents. This is for multiple workers. Create performance documents. complete performance documents, delete, change the current task. This all. Create performance document. To choose review period and choose your to performance document and select the department, particular employee, particular manager, particular department, and you can also use spreadsheet option here. This is for multiple employees. In case if the goals are not populated in your performance document, we need to run this process. Synchronize goal data in performance documents. If it is person profile competencies are not performed or not populated, we need to run this scheduled process. For example, if we look at our performance template sections, we know that right here, performance template sections. If we have created performance template sections here with the performance goals or persons, this one, performance goals or development goals or competencies, this is called your performance. In case in your template, obviously we'll include this template section in our performance template. If it is not populated, then we'll try to run this process. You have to go to tools menu, scheduled process. Two separate, synchronize goal data, synchronize person profile. Goal data in performance doc. There's two scheduled process we have for populating. So what exactly you wanted to do? You want to go for update and choose your review period and then choose your goal plan, whatever you have, for which worker person number it's not populated. So if you don't choose the person number, it takes all the numbers. It takes all the numbers. So these are the questions we will expect in performance document and performance management module, or even if they are not going to ask you, if they ask you, tell me what you did exactly. Performance management module means, so yeah, I worked closely with our HR specialist team because they were not that much clear how they can go for create performance documents, how to create performance documents for single workers, means specific workers, or group of workers. In case if the goals data is not populated, then where they have to submit, and how the goals data will be populated, and how the tasks will be completed, ratings will be given, feedback templates preparations. This all I have given the training for our HR specialist. That also is a part of our functional consultant is training. That's what we are supposed to give. That's how we are supposed to explain in the interview point of view. Okay. Thank you. I'll come up with some more entry questions next session. Thank you.